Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Spring and today we're back with a 10-minute follow along shadow boxing for beginners. Nice and short session. Let's get started. In today's class guys, I'll take you guys through the basic Muay Thai stance. So we'll review that and have a look at the footwork as well. So I've laid down some wraps which you can use at home as well. Just laying it out so you can have a sense of where you're going in your space, or otherwise you put some tape down on the floor as well. So I've got like a cross section here so we can practice some forward and backwards movement and some lateral movement as well. And we're going to go through some basic strikes. We're not going to cover all the strikes today. We're just going to go through some basic punches and some basic kicks. Alright, let's get started. Let's start out with having a look at our Muay Thai stance. So if you're a right-handed person, I want you guys to stand with your left leg in front and your right leg at the back. And obviously if you're a lefty, swap your stance around. You're in southpaw, right leg forward and left leg back. So if I'm using my little cross line over here, I'm going to have my feet on either side of the line. So my front foot is on the left side of the line, back foot on the right side. I'm feeling the weights kind of seated into the balls of my feet, and I feel like a natural bend in my knees. And I want you guys to practice a forward and backwards rocking movement. Yeah? Keep your hands about temple height, elbows relaxed. So you don't want to have like too tight shoulders and very tense guard. Keep it a little bit more relaxed for now. We're just going to do shadow boxing today, so try not to have too much tension in your movement. Try to go through with nice fluid flow. Okay, so that's your stance here, basic stance. In your southpaw, it'll be right leg forward. So my back foot points at a 45 and my hip faces almost squared on. Yeah, so squared on forward. I don't want to have too much of a side on stance like boxing. For Muay Thai, I want to be able to keep those hips open so we can throw out kicks. So again, in your stance, nice and relaxed. Okay, so now let's add in a little bit of footwork. So I'm going to go forward and backwards first, and we'll add in our sideways movement. So starting over here, again, keeping that line in the middle, so use that as a reference. I have my hands up. Now I want you guys to take steps forward, keeping your stance. So you want to keep good distance between your feet. Yeah, so you don't want to cross your feet over like this when you're walking, becoming a straight stance like this. You want to keep distance this way and distance this way as well. So I'm walking, keeping distance. Once you're there, moving backwards. Backwards, back leg first. Good. Okay, and let's go forward again. Distance, just feel your stance. Feel comfortable. Try not to lock your legs out. Be comfortable in your stance. Good, find that nice rocking motion, and let's go back. Good. All right, so that's our forward and backwards movement. We're gonna go sideways now. Yeah, so I'm gonna start on this side. So I'm gonna move to my right side, and I'm an orthodox stance fighter. So I'll be moving my right foot first, and then bringing my left foot over. And similarly, you guys should be able to tell that I'm still keeping width between my feet. So I'm not crossing my feet over, keeping good distance between my feet, always maintaining a stance, yeah? So hands up, moving across, that's it. Now we're gonna go off to our lead side, so lead foot steps first. Step, there we go. So at any point when I'm moving, I should feel like I can still throw a strike. So don't want to be losing my balance. Good stance. All right, so now we've got our lateral movements and our forward movements. Let's go through that one more time. So forward and back, and then right to left. Okay, let's go again. So forward, stepping, soft bend in the knees, relax upper body. Let's go back. Back. Great work. Okay, let's go right to left one more time. So in your stance, stepping, think of all the points, good distance, good width, feeling strong in your feet. Step to the right, and let's bring that back to the left side. Step. All right, great work. Okay, let's move into our basic strikes. So we're only going to have a look at a couple of strikes today, and we're going to slow it all down and do single strikes. I'm not going to put it into combinations, just single strikes. Let's have a look at the jab to begin with. So I'm just going to use the line or the wraps since they're here. So for my jab, in my stance, I'm going to take a step forward with my front leg, turn the knuckle over, and then bring it back for now. Yeah, you can always bring your back leg forward as well after the jab to recover. Depends on what you want to do, or throw a kick. Yeah. So here again, if you're starting out as a beginner, think about your lead hand. So it's left hand for me, it might be right hand for you, depending on your stance. Turn your shoulders and you knuckle over and try and punch face height of someone about your own height. Yeah, so you're practicing at home, punch to the face and back. You use a mirror as well if you find it difficult to gauge what your distance and your height is. So again, from that moving fluid stance, step forward, jab, and bring it back. Always with the step, jab, and bring it back. So when you're jabbing, a couple of points to be aware of, not to fall forward with it and bring your head forward with it. So keep your stance upright. I jab, and I recover my stance. You're trying to aim with the first two knuckles on your target. So again, from here, turn the knuckles over and bring it back. Right hand, always touching your face. So you still have a guard. Don't punch, dropping your other hand and keeping your chin up. So chin down, other hand in guard, hands up, stepping forward, jab, and stance again. If you want, move around, practice the steps. We just had our footwork, practice at the start, go again. Jab, bring it back. Step to the side, practicing, jab, bring it back. Or forward, step, jab, backwards. You can step backwards and jab as well on the rear foot. So a couple more times, let's go. Practicing your jab, adding your footwork, move around your space. Feel balanced always, yeah? Feel balanced. That should be a guide for you if you're practicing at home by yourself, that you're doing a good thing. Good stuff. Okay, you can also always video yourself, guys, to review after. And jab. All right, now let's have a look at the cross. So the rear hand. For me, it's my right hand. So in my stance, let's go back to the basics again. Find my good stance. And from here, I'm going to turn my back foot, turn my back hip, and rotate my back shoulder and elbow over here. So here in my stance, again, turning and bringing it back. So again, chin down, left hand is up or lead hands up. From the face, we rotate and back. Try not to loop your punches away from your face. So we're here, always from your guard, turn and back, okay? So if I'm static, not using footwork yet, just gonna throw a single cross, turn and back. And you can see, guys, my heel comes off the ground. I'm not dragging my foot and locking out my leg to throw the cross. I'm turning my heel, I'm sitting down into it, bending my knee, turning the cross and bring it back. Again, from here, just static, throw the cross and back. All right, again, throw and back. Keep your elbows in, punch and back. Again, to face height for now. So someone about your own height and back. We bring your punches back to your head, guys. Try not to drop your hand and bring it back up. Straight from your face, punch up, back to your face. And again, up and back. Okay, once you're comfortable with the static, let's add a bit of footwork. I can go forward with it. I can step, punch, and bring it back. Keep good movement, good stance. And step, back. You can go sideways, and cross, back. Good practice. Bringing the hand back, lead hand stays good guard and tight. I'm not falling forward my cross, I'm not throwing my body and bringing my back foot in too close, feel like I'm leaning forward. I'm keeping good stance. Cross and back. Stepping, practice across. Good, let's do 3 more. Step and cross. Cross. And go backwards and cross. Ground your feet. All right. Okay, let's move on to a couple of leg strikes. So let's have a look at our teep. So your basic front teep, let's aim for the stomach area today. So here in our stance, again, back to good stance. I want you guys to lift your lead leg up. Yeah, lead leg lifts up. So my knee comes up, squeeze my core, and from there, I push out with the hip. One more time. So I'm here, good stance, lift the knee up, push, and bring it back. So side on, looks like this. Here I'm leaning my weight on my back leg, lift the front leg, push, and return back. So try not to fall forward with it. Have that control in your body. Lift up, push, kick, and back. Now you can see that I'm dropping the same side arm. So I'm kicking my left leg. I'm going to drop left hand. Yeah, so left arm swings down to enable my hip to extend a little bit further through the movement. So again, I lift my knee up. As I push my hip out, I drop my arm down. And I extend through the hip, and I push at the ball of my foot. So pull your toes back when you're shadowing. So again, let's do a couple more, just static. Lift the knee up, push kick, and bring it back. Right hand, still tight on the head, chin down, push kick. Try not to lean back too much. Only lean enough to have your balance to bring your leg back. So I'm not gonna lose all my energy going backwards. try and keep as upright as you can. Okay? You're trying to push through, hold your ground, and teep. If it's the rear side, same thing. Lift the knee up, extend, and bring your leg back into your stance. Yeah? Always return back to your stance. Again, teep, and back. Balance, teep, and back. Okay, so front on, from here, rear teep. Drop the arm, and back. Lead teep, and back. Move around a little bit. Okay, last minute, let's add in the teep. Up, just single, yeah? Footwork, and single strike. Keep your balance. If you're starting out Muay Thai, this can be challenging enough. Take your time to practice. Even after this video, continue practicing the basic 2 strikes, the front punches and your teeps. Practice your footwork, be comfortable in your stance, return back to your stance, and starting from your stance, okay? Let's throw 3 more. Stepping, I can go forward with it, keep stance, backwards, and teep. Okay, 1 more, and teep. That's it for this video, guys. So basic, super basic shadow boxing for beginners, jab cross, our straight punches, and also the teeps. In the next couple of videos, I'll have a look at the other strikes, but for now, keep practicing those, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!